Facebook friends, it's Marianne here calling to you guys from London in my pajamas. But there is a reason why I just couldn't be silent about this thing, which is that RFK Jr. has now become our health minister for the United States. So that's fine and all dandy and all that, except for one pretty big freaking thing which I could not be silent about. And that is the fact that he has gone on record saying that COVID was engineered to spare Jewish people and Chinese people. Well, that is a bunch of hogwash. And I take it very personally because during COVID, I had a wonderful friend of mine, and this is a picture of him right here that I'm going to show you. This is Lawrence Bloom. He is a hero that many, many people should know about and unfortunately do not know. If you are alive today and you are having better air, better water, and the hotel industry around where you live is not being a major contributing polluter to your reality, guess what? You have this wonderful man to thank. And unfortunately, he died from COVID. And it was heartbreaking. And for those of us who loved him, it was painful, still painful, because if anyone in the world wanted to try and be part of the answer and the solution with the Sustainable Development Goals, we're talking about everything from trying to help bring education to areas that didn't have it, trying to bring clean drinking water to places that didn't have it, trying to make equal opportunity economically to places that didn't have it, in the United States, in Africa, in Asia, in India, any of those places. Any country that belonged to the United Nations that had agreed to the Sustainable Development Goals is something that we need as a species to survive, and you happen to be part of the private industry, for-profit, non-profit, and you call the UN and said, I want to be part of that solution. They would connect you with their department that was all about helping the private sector be a force for good in the world, and you know who would answer that call? Lawrence Bloom. And he was a Jewish man who spent his life trying to make all our lives a lot better. And this poor man died from COVID in the midst of trying to do that exact same thing in all sorts of places in the world. And his work is still continuing and echoing and making impact today. He was a good friend of mine. He was a mentor to many, many people. And I want to just go on record to say that COVID killed him. And believe me, there is no secret laboratory that was looking to spare the Jewish people from COVID, nor is there a secret laboratory looking to spare the Chinese people from COVID. COVID was an equal opportunity virus that went after and killed people of every shape, color, creed, race, nationality, religion. So before we allow anyone to try and make people start going into all sorts of anti-Semitic rhetoric or anti-Asian rhetoric, we need to pause and look at the reality. Yes, COVID killed Jewish people, COVID killed Asian people, and to say otherwise is to disrespect the lives and the heartbreak of those who cared for them. So I couldn't be quiet about this, and hopefully this will be the last time that we have to feel the need to speak out on something like this. Unfortunately, I worry that it won't be. But the only thing that keeps our nation from devolving into more hatred, more fear of the other, and the only thing that can really tear the fabric of our society apart will be if we don't speak up. So if you happen to have had a friend who is Asian or Jewish who died from COVID, please go ahead and put their name below. Let's say their name, because that is how we respect them, the legacies they lived by, how they contribute to society, and the fact they were our loved ones. And this is how we stand up for anti-Semitism. Don't let this thing go quietly, because we don't want to let our society go down this path, people. We really don't. So lots of love to you all. Lots of love to my friend Lawrence Bloom, who sadly is no longer with us because of COVID. And I want you all to be able to quote this, and please feel free to use this video if you need to prove to a friend that RFK is wrong, that indeed people who were Jewish, people who are Asian, both died of COVID heartbreakingly, and no one tried to engineer it to spare them, and it was not some weird sadistic cabal that was out there trying to spare a certain group of preferred people. All right, lots of love to you all. Just asking that we use common sense and don't let this kind of rhetoric hurt our society. Talk to you later.